got the board out again. My turn this time. What I'm going to show you in this video is brush technique using a pure bristle brush. I'm going to prepare this board and I'm going to put a circle on it, or a triangle, maybe a square, and I'm going to show you cutting in with a pure bristle brush. First of all, the diamonds, because there was tape around them, there's an edge left, so you need to sand it down so it's nice and smooth, so when I put my paint on they don't show up. What I'm using is some fine sandpaper. This is P180. This is Dulux. It's good stuff. I'll just show you how I get a piece off. Now, you want it quite a length really, because you fold it over 3 times. So what you want to do, and to make sure you get it nice and straight, you can align it on itself down that edge, and then with your thumb and fingers just crease the bottom and just tear along that crease. There you go, nice perfect piece. So like I say, what you want to do is fold it over, so into about the centre, and then fold it again. And what that does, it just helps it not move about as much on itself, gives you better grip on it, on the board. I usually wear gloves when I'm sanding as well, always a dust mask, but this is only a small amount. So yeah, there you go. It also gives you 3 sides, so once one side's getting used up, you know, you can turn it over. Mainly concentrating at first on these edges. Now just feel over with your finger and you can tell when the edge is gone. So once I've sanded them all, I'm going to give the whole board a sand over, and then I'm going to dust it off and wipe it over with a damp cloth. I'm ready to coat the board up now. I'm using a 2-inch pure bristle brush, mainly just to cut in across the bottom there, and I've got a mini roller medium pile, and I've actually pre-wet these, so I've been in some water and I've shook them out. So first of all, I'm going to cut in the bottom. I'm also using this mini scuttle, the great these. So a bit of paint on the brush there. Usually I would have already worked this in, so I'll work it in a little bit there. It's best having a bit of paint up in the stock before you start. But anyway, just across the bottom. Now I'm using Valspar matte emulsion. Main reason is because it dries really quick. It dries in an hour, a lot quicker than a lot of other emulsions. But it can cause you problems because it dries that quick. So load the mini roller. That paint's already drying on that brush now. That's how quick it is, and it will ruin your brush, so that's going in a bucket of water. Now I'm going to start at the top, not towards the edges, and spread my paint out a little bit. There's something in there. Now it's probably going to need more than one coat, and I knew that because of the black. But like I say, this paint dries that quick, it's not going to be too much of a problem. Don't know where them bits are coming from because I've actually strained the paint. So. But you're better getting any bits out rather than leaving them in, because it just makes your job harder. Now, this paint's already drying in certain areas. It dries that fast, it's unbelievable. But like I say, it can be a problem. I actually think the mini roller's molting a little bit. I have washed it. Now it's definitely going to need a couple of coats, if not 3. But you can see where it's already doubled up slightly on that line there where I cut in. That's how quick this paint dries, and that's why it can cause you problems, because normal emulsions you'd cut in there and it'd still be wet, that bottom edge, by the time you come down, but this stuff dries really quick. Finally, the board's ready. So 4 coats of paint it's taken. Anyway, we're ready. What I'm going to do first is a circle. It's a really good way to practice how to use a brush, because you've got to get used to how the bristles behave, or the filaments if you're using synthetics. So anyway, I've no compass big enough, so I've got a drawing pin. I'm going to stick it in the centre, make sure it's well stuck in. Holding the drawing pin in the centre and keeping the string taut, start to draw a circle. It's all about keeping that string taut. I'm going to go around from the other way. Go. It's not too bad. I'm using some masonry paint for this, decent colour. I'm using a 2-inch pure bristle brush. This has been broken, I've been using this for a bit. So you want to make sure your brush is loaded and worked in before you begin. Don't never start with a dry brush, just dip in and off you go. So I'm going to work on the top bit here first, and you never want to go straight to the edge and try and cut it in. Spread your paint out a bit, work them bristles and see where they're lying. Now with any painting, usually when it's dry you go back over it with another coat and get the edge even neater. But what I'm going to do is just show you the first coat. Now, out of all the shapes, this is possibly the easiest. Now what I'm doing is working both edges round. So, you know, I've not got one that's just drying. Again, when you're working, if you do get any splashes, which I've got, keep your eye out for them and just wipe them off. That's why you always have a damp cloth with you. Being a decorator is about being able to fix things. So, you know, we all make mistakes. No one's perfect. But you've got to have the confidence as a decorator, because you know you can actually correct it, which should give you confidence. You might not be able to see this last little bit. There we go, let's finish off in the centre. Like I say, as a decorator, when you're doing things like this, you're neating up on a second coat, so never worry too much, as long as you're near enough to the edge of the line, because you can always neaten it up in your next go. There you go. Right then, so I hope you enjoyed that. I've decided, because it's taking too long for this paint to dry and stuff, because I've cleaned the circle off, give it another coat, but part 2 of this video will be the square and then triangle. The triangle is probably the most hardest out of the lot,